Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a beautiful and blessed week. Today's topic is about exposure. Some of us sometimes feel like we don't have a sense of purpose, we lack zeal, we lack passion. Like maybe not that we lack it, but we don't consistently exercise those things within our life now. And sometimes I've noticed that when I talk to people, they're like, "Well, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm here to do. I don't know. I don't really know." And I get it because it's not something that is easily comes to you because of the way the world is set up. It's set up to make you go to work and forget your spiritual self and forget what you were meant to do and just do what you have to do to survive. But when we're thinking about our spiritual self, when we're thinking about who we are as human beings, and what gives us the energy to thrive and to move, we have to think deeper because we're not just this level, we're not just the surface, we're more than this. And so that means that there is more for us to give and do in this life that is profound and deep and beautiful. So, with that being said, sometimes we don't have the things in our life that will expose us to these things, or sometimes we lack the courage to just pursue random things. And the reason I share this with you is because I love public speaking. I love public speaking. Like, I've spoken in schools, churches, clubs, the YouTube videos. Like, I love doing it. I love looking people in their eyes and telling them, yeah, like whatever it is that I'm talking about. I just love doing it. I love it so much. And I didn't realize that was a passion for me until I got thrown into the fire. So a few years ago, I ended up in Brooklyn, and I ended up going to a church out there called Mount Paran. And I was going there, for a few years or whatever, with a friend or whatever, and we would drive out there. And I was new. So when they would make announcements about stuff, I never felt pressured about anything because I was just so brand new. Like, when you go to a new place, you're like, I don't got to do anything because I'm still a guest. So they were doing an announcement that they were having a youth pilgrimage and they needed somebody to come and speak, a youth, to represent their church because other churches were coming together and they were going to do this whole thing. So I was like sitting in my seat like, oh, let's see who's about to do this. Like, it ain't gonna be me, and I was mistaken. I was sitting there minding my business thinking I was good, and nobody volunteered. So then the woman at the podium goes, well, okay, so do we want to volunteer somebody? I didn't even know anybody in there, and they all pointed at me. And I was like, I feel naked right now. And I didn't think, I just did. And she said, so do you accept the offer? And I looked at her and I said, yes, I'll do it. And then, they go on about their life, they go on about the news and the whatever she was telling everybody, catching everybody up with stuff in the church. And I'm sitting there like, did I just say I was going to speak at a youth pilgrimage in front of all these people I don't even know? I'm new here. And I started freaking out. So there was a few moments where I was like, okay, but I did it. And when I did it, it was like we had to rent out a gym, and it was like to capacity. There were so many people there, so many different churches from all over the place. And when I spoke, of course, I prayed and everything beforehand. But when I went up there and I spoke, I killed it. And I got a standing ovation. And I felt so alive. And I just felt like, yes, this is what I've been looking for. And so the whole point of me sharing the story is that I didn't know that I loved this so much until I was thrown into it, or until I had the courage to do it, or until I was exposed to it. And sometimes because of our circumstances, I don't know how everybody else was raised, that's watching this, but I know for myself, my family didn't put me in a lot of things when I was younger. I wasn't exposed to a lot of, my family was trying to survive. So it was a very different way for me to grow up. I wasn't exposed to like dance classes and drama and all. No, I wasn't. I was in the hood, and my parents were struggling when I was younger. So it was a different vibe. So as I got older, I wanted to break free. And there are some things that I had to gain the courage to pursue, because when your parents put you in something, you're like, all right, my mom put me in this, but when you have the courage by yourself to go into something and say, I'm going to try this out and let's see what happens. You never know, you might end up loving it. And so the whole point is, again, exposure. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, if you don't know what you were meant to do, if you're lacking passion in your life and you're like, I don't have that thing that I love to do and I want to give to the world, I am recommending that you put yourself out there. Get yourself in classes. Even if you try it once or twice, try to get up and do different things and figure out what you love to do. And give yourself that purpose you deserve, because you have a purpose. You have all this energy in you. You're not meant to just go to work, go to school, pay your bills, and die. That's not what we were meant to do. We are amazing, beautiful, powerful beings. And there is something in you that is ready to change the world. But you have to be exposed to what you love to do. Now, if you have that thing you love to do, good for you. Hey, it's a good feeling. But if you don't be afraid to go out there, put yourself in new environments, talk to people in different crowds, talk to people, figure out different things, because there are so many things in this world that we have never tried. There are so many things in this world that you probably love, but you don't even know it yet because you haven't even put yourself in that environment. You haven't been exposed to it. And so as you're getting older, you start getting more control over your life. It's not mommy and daddy telling you where to go, what to do. It's not whatever. No, you can decide, I want to try something new today. And you never know, it might change your life. It might change the whole course of your life. It might change the way you interact with people. It might change your impact in the world, in your community, in your family, in your space. So, yes. Let's get exposed in a good way. So, with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed my videos, please subscribe and stay tuned, because I am coming up with great ideas. We're going to be coming up with some series. We're going to be doing some new things on this channel. So, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed week. And don't forget, if you like the channel, if you like the videos, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.